Hey guys, JD here. I hope you're doing well today. No face cam as I'm preparing for the move, so we're just going to do a straight old school tabletop view, and I got a new one in to jump in with you guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, we have the Benchmade Mini Adria. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Adria or Adira. So it could be Adira, it could be Adria. Either way, this is part of their water line, which is very interesting. Still made out of FRN. You got some texturing here on the inlays. You got a back spacer, feels like it's made out of aluminum, and thumb studs with the Benchmade crossbar lock. Nice deployment on this one. You got a drop point blade shape, beautiful orange thumb studs on there with a matching lanyard. Looks like you could remove this fairly easily if you aren't a lanyard person, which I am not. Admittedly, I am not. Magnet cut is your steel. I don't know the heat treat as of the making of this video, but I will look it up and edit to see if I can find it and post that for you. This feels like it is on washers, and it looks like they are on washers as well. Probably needs a little bit more breaking in. It does have the typical washer play that you find on Spydercos and Benchmades, but it's pretty smooth still. I think a little bit more breaking in, it'd be good to go. This one here, I believe, belongs to someone from the pass around group that offered it up to be checked out. So I'm not going to be doing any cutting with it out of respect to it being their knife. But I do know Benchmade can do a good edge, and they do a good cutting geometry, especially on my Mini Adamas I think I had. I think has a blade stock thickness just like this one. Can't quite get 4 fingers on there. I'm hanging off the back, so a little small for me. Crossbar lock works well. I think if this were my knife, I'd probably go ahead and upgrade to some slightly stronger springs, or you could just wait for one of them to break in the future and then you could replace it then. They do have some weight relief milling on the FRN, which I think is interesting. It feels super lightweight, but it does have a reversible deep carry clip, and with an ambidextrous lock, this is going to work very well right-handed or left-handed. It's going to be the same feel regardless of how you're using it. I apologize, the lanyard's kind of getting in my way a little bit of me trying to actuate this one. Let's go ahead and do a couple of size comparisons, and then we'll weigh the knife on this one. All right, I thought I'd bring the old bug out for this one, bug out, and the Spyderco Bodacious so that you can see it's actually a little bit smaller than a bug out is. So I thought that was a really interesting size comparison. But overall, you know, a medium EDC to be sure. I wouldn't quite constitute this one as small. I would just say because of how it is carved or scalloped here, it does make it harder for someone with larger hands to carry this particular one. Now, while this one does have the FRN and it does seem to be hollowed out, and it seems like the way that they're doing this one, it has a lot less flex than the bug out did with the FRN scales, my first one. But the G10 scales that came on my Blade HQ exclusive with 20CV version was a little bit more rigid. I think this is probably still going to weigh more than the bug out with the Applied Weapon Tech scales, but let's find out. So coming in at 3.2, I definitely know it's more weight than the bug out coming in at 2.5. So it is a little bit heavier. And again, I think that has to do with the thicker blade and blade stock on there. And let's check really quick. I'm almost getting, let me see, is it the blade? Might be the pocket clip. Yeah, I think that is an aluminum backspacer because A, it would be water resistant, and B, it's not magnetizing. All right, time for my final thoughts and impressions on the Adira. I'm changing my mind. I'm thinking it's Adira. Let me let you guys know I do grade on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Usually with FRN and steel hardware like this has, I don't usually give it the opportunity to go over a 7 for a high grade, but the magnet cut steel on here is a super steel. So I do take that into consideration. I do look at everything as far as fit, finish, ergos, aesthetics, performance, and of course the build quality on this. And the build quality seems fine. It feels like a mini Adamas with FRN scales instead of steel and G10 to lighten it up. And it definitely feels like this one could be like waterfowl hunting type water game stuff. For sure, the way that this one's built, I wouldn't worry about anything on here rusting at all. Having said that, for me on this particular one, I'm at a 7.2. I like the build quality, USA made and everything like that. Benchmade prices have creeped up a little bit. I wish they were probably a little bit more competitive with Spyderco, because Spyderco prices are up, but at least you're not getting FRN unless it's on their lightweight series, which is still usually their most affordable model for a USA made knife. Action and everything on here is good. I think it'll break in nicely when done, and I do love my bug out. I know Benchmade prices are on the up, and I hate to see that. I wish they were upping the material a little bit with it to coincide instead of FRN just going G10 in steel or even aluminum with the ambidextrous lock, and then doing some knurling and stuff that you see on some of the stuff that when you put applied weapon tech scales on, you can see and feel the difference without having to pay an absorbent amount. That is my review of the Adria. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. I have affiliate links down there if you're interested in this one or any other knife that I have affiliate links for. When you use those links, it does help the channel. Special shout out to my channel members. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm out of here. Goodbye.